Namaste, yogis. This 30-minute lunchtime hump day practice is for everybody who's trying to get over the hump. With the current landscape of where we are with pandemic, with political rhetoric, with climate change, with all these exciting things going on, it's an opportunity for us to dive into practice. Diving into practice is a chance to let that calculative mind take a break and let us get into the body, feel sensation, and give ourselves a chance to find a foundation where we can build upon. So, welcome to your practice. I'm Carter, and we're just going to move a little bit today. So keep in mind that move mindfully, slowly, make adjustments in a way that supports the body. So come to the front of your mat. Roll your heels out just a little bit as we open up through that lower back. Soften the toes. Bend and straighten the knees to awaken the legs. Hands come to heart center, thumbs touch the heart. And on the inhalation, reach your arms up, lift your chin and chest, lift your gaze. On your exhalation, hands come through heart center and gently fold forward, release your arms, tuck your chin and soften. Inhale, come halfway up. As you flatten through your back, lift your chin, lift your chest. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your hands, right foot steps back. Slide that right hand right underneath that right shoulder. And then twist and open, reach your left arm up to the sky. This is dragonfly twist. The movement here is left shoulder on top of right shoulder, pushing through the right heel towards the back of the mat, pushing into the mat with the left heel, and lifting the gaze up towards that left thumb. On your exhalation, left hand comes down, left foot steps back into plank. Lower your knees down, lift your feet up, roll your ankles, wiggle your toes, and flex the feet. Rotate the creases of the elbows forward and very slowly lower to the floor until you are flat. Straighten the knees, press the toes into the ground, lift the heart, lift the chin, lift the chest for cobra pose. Exhale, lower down, soften. Feel the weight of the body, a moment to check in. And then inhale, come on up to table. Exhale into cat pose. Inhale into cow pose, belly drops, lift the heart, chin, and chest. Let's do it 2 more times. Exhale, round and squeeze. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale into down dog. So spread your fingertips nice and wide. Roll over your toes, lift your knees, lift your hips. If it's your first down dog of the day, pedal your feet and knees, wag your tail, shake your head. So a little swing of the hips, maybe movement of the head, pressing the hands down and forward as we find a long extension through the shoulders. And then slowly start to walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, come halfway up, flatten and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin. The knees can have a little bend or a big bend, and then the spine can be a little bit rounded with these bent knees. Hands to shins, then walk them up towards the thighs. Walk the hands up to the hips. Rotate the palms towards the front of the mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands come to heart center. We're just going to build a little bit here. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, let's take the right hand, grab the left wrist, and exhale, side bend to the right. A little gaze underneath that left arm, and you're finding a little bit of space in the left ribs. Nice inhale back to center, lift the gaze. Let's try the other side. Left hand grabs right wrist, pull up and over as we find this expansion of the body. Keep in mind that our practice is a chance for us to expand our capacity for experience. This is physically, energetically, emotionally, spiritually. Back to center, lift the gaze, lift the chin and chest. Exhale, hands through heart center, fold forward. Release your arms, tuck your chin, soften. Inhale, come halfway up as you flatten and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, left foot steps back. Left hand roots down, twist and open, right arm reaches up. So dragonfly twist, other side. As you push through your left heel, strengthen the left leg. As you push through the right heel, you can get a little bit softer on your left hand, right? Or hugging the thigh towards the belly, and we're strong through the legs. Exhale, right hand comes down, right foot steps back. Into plank, you can do the same thing we did last time, where it's knees, floor, cobra. But if you're looking for a little bit more in your practice today, you can lower just halfway down and roll over the toes for up dog. And then once again, you can stop and table pose for a few rounds of cat-cow, but if you're looking to go right straight into down dog, that's available as well. Keep in mind, you are creating your practice with the body you have today. So if child's pose is necessary, well, you slide into child's pose, take a break. Couple deep full breaths, find movement or stillness. Letting the monkey mind to settle down. So instead of the mind running from idea to idea or thought to thought, start to bring the awareness to the feeling and the sensation in the body. So we're slowing down, finding the details, the subtleties of the body. Walk or step, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up as you flatten and lengthen. Exhale, a little bend in the knees, fold forward, release your arms, tuck your chin. 2 breaths here, a little inversion, feeling the blood rush to the brain. And then slowly bring yourself all the way on up, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Feel the bottoms of the feet. A moment to pause. Maybe a moment for gratitude. I'm so grateful for this body and for this opportunity to move. Let's continue. Inhale, arms reach up. This time, left elbow bends, left hand finds the base of the neck, right hand finds the left elbow. Pull up, over, and side bend to the right. So you're going to get it through the outside of that left tricep and shoulder, finding some extension and length through the side body. Let's come back to center and switch. So arms reach up, lift the gaze. Right elbow bends, right hand finds the base of the neck. Left hand grabs that right elbow up and over as you side bend to the left. All these little variations, making sure that we are aware and connected to body, or better yet, intimacy. Inhale, back to center, arms reach up, maybe a little back bend if you need it. Hands through heart center, fold forward, release your arms, tuck your chin, and soften. Inhale, come halfway up, flatten and lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, right foot steps back. Once again, that dragonfly twist. Now, we're going to push down into the left foot. We're going to come onto our right fingertips. So this dragonfly twist is really soft with the right hand because we are going to slowly lift that torso up. So a little bit more of a balance pose. So we're keeping the twist to the left. We're looking for the left thumb. The arms are trying to get parallel to the long edge of the mat. Bend and straighten that left knee to make sure that you're stable. And when you are, left hand can come to the left hip, behind the back, or maybe it slides down that right hamstring. Swivel your right palm up, reach it straight up to the sky. And if you're needing more, you can slide that right arm over your right ear. So you can twist to the left as much as you need, and you can reach that right arm towards the back of your mat as much as your body allows. And you can sink low into the left knee. One big inhale, slow exhale. All right, take both hands down on the inside of your left foot. Scoot your right foot back a little, and you're just going to lower your torso down towards the floor. Now, see if you can allow yourself to hover off the ground. So, right knee's off the ground. If it's available, lower the elbows down. Give yourself one more deep, full breath here. You're taking that left knee and you're hugging it towards the body, so you're not letting it drop out to the side. There's a little bit of your hips. All right. Now, step your left foot back. So if you're on your elbows, you can stay and you can come into forearm plank, or if your hands are down, you can step back. So you're either in plank or forearm plank. 2 breaths wherever you are. Now, if you're on your elbows, bring your hands back underneath into plank, and then move through a variation of chaturanga, which is halfway down up dog, or Once again, knees, floor, cobra. And then your options again, table pose, cat cow, skip it, go into down dog, or maybe take a break into child's pose. Wherever you find yourself, 3 mindful breaths. Mindful breaths usually means the inhalation and exhalation mirrors one another in depth and in quality. The quality is the sound that it makes when it comes over the vocal cords, ujjayi. All right, get your feet to your hands, walking, stepping, floating, however you want to get there. Once you get there, inhale halfway up, get some space in the spine. And then exhale, fold forward, tuck the chin, release the head. Inhale, come on up, flatten the back, arms reach up, lift the gaze. Let's do another side bend. Let's take the right hand to the right hip. As you press, slide that left arm over the left ear. Let's add a little bit more. Let's bend the left elbow, cradle the right ear, slide the right hand behind the back, and get this twist with the side bend. Inhale back to center, both arms reach up. Left hand on left hip. Slide the right arm over the right ear. And then bend the right elbow, cradle the head. Slide the left hand behind the back and give yourself a little twist to the left. Inhale back to center, arms reach up. Lift the gaze, back bend if you need it. Hands through heart center, fold forward, no rush. Feel the details of the hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. Inhale, halfway, flatten, lengthen. Exhale, bend the knees. Plant the hands, left foot steps back. Twist and open, right arm reaches up. So once again, we're going to get a little bit lighter on the left fingers. And we're going to lift the torso on up. Right hand to the hip behind the back. Left arm reaches up. Don't ask me why I switched, and so I'm not facing the camera. Here, let me go this way. Twist to the right. You're looking for the left heel, and you're extending the left arm over that left ear so you can feel enough, right? On your exhalation, take both hands down inside your right foot. You may have to make some adjustments. I'm always okay with that. You're making sure the right ankle is in front of the right knee, and you're lowering the hips down. You're keeping this right thigh towards the side body, and maybe you can lower down. As I can't get to the elbows on this side, although I could on the other side, and it's okay. So the hands stay underneath. The left hip for me is much tighter. Another breath or two, and if your elbows are down, that's cool. You can step your right foot back, and you're either in plank or supported or forearm plank, and I like forearm plank, so I'm just going to lower down for it. This is nice for strengthening the core, waking up the belly to support the lower back. All right, if you're on your forearms, bring the hands underneath the shoulders and move again through chaturanga, and you can change every single time. Maybe it's cobra, maybe it's up dog, table pose, maybe down dog, maybe child's pose. It's a self-regulating practice, so you're always moving in a way that supports the body. Keep in mind, our yoga practice is not designed to strengthen or make us flexible or anything other than connection and awareness. We do get strong. We do get flexible. It's a byproduct of this awareness. Bring the big toes together. Lift your right leg up. Bend your right knee and stack right hip on top of left hip. For a little bit more of a back bend, you can gaze over the left shoulder. And then take your right knee towards your right arm. It may touch, it may not. And then slide it towards your left arm. Stay there, straighten your right knee out to the left. Twist and open, left arm reaches up, hips lift. Take this left hand down. Take your right leg all the way back up. Bend open and stack. If it's in your practice, take that right foot, drop it behind you as you flip your dog, And then extend that right arm toward the front of your mat. As gracefully as you flipped over, flip back. Bring your right knee towards your belly, chest, and then softly step your right foot forward. Swivel your back foot so it grounds down. Vira Bhadrasana 1, warrior 1, arms reach up. Elbows bend, hands and elbows draw back. Take your right arm underneath your left arm. Right hand grabs your left wrist or palm. Eagle arms. If you can't get the hands, keep the hands to the shoulders. For a little bit more, hinge forward. You can maybe even twist a little to the left and drop that right shoulder inside the right knee. Nice. And then inhale, come on up. Unwind your arms and twist to the left, warrior 2. Swivel your palms up and down and move your shoulders with it. Keep in mind, right knee has a tendency to drop in, so we're going to press it out towards pinky toe. And let's come into reverse warrior. Swivel your right palm up, reach it up and over. Left hand can be on the hip, down the leg or behind the back. The gaze can be underneath that right arm or down to the left big toe. Sink a little bit more. I like, you just said the left big toe. Sometimes I just talk way too much. Take that right forearm to right knee or thigh, swivel your right palm up. Left arm reaches up and over that left ear. Extended side angle, left shoulder draws back, lift the gaze. You can take that right knee again, press it out towards pinky toe as we open up through the pelvis. And then exhale, look down, hands come around that right foot. Roll onto your left toes. Now take your right heel, drag it back towards your left hip bone and lay the shin down. So pigeon left side. Extend that left leg back. We start with the bones of the pelvis square to the floor. If we need more sensation in the right hip, we can scoot the right foot forward so the right shin gets more parallel to the front of the mat, and then we can rock and find that alignment. And once we're comfortable, elbows down. And if we need more, we can extend and lengthen as we drop the heart. All right, so we have a few breaths here. And because this is a short practice, we're not staying long, so we're just kind of checking in. So to activate your right hip, press your right shin, top of the right foot, right knee into the ground and feel it for a second. Soften. One more breath. Surrender through exhalation. And then a little bit of gratitude in your heart. Hands under shoulders, gently lift yourself on up. Roll over your left toes, lift your left knee. Right foot steps back, down dog, pedal feet and knees. Wag the tail. Let's do the other side. So bring your feet a little bit closer together. Left leg lifts on up. Bend, open and stack left hip on top of right hip. Gaze over that right shoulder for that space in the spine. And then left knee towards left arm. Once again, it may touch, it may not. Swing it over to the right arm. Straighten that left knee out so that left foot extends to the right. Twist open, right arm reaches up. Right hand comes down. Left leg sweeps all the way back up. Bend, open, and stack. And once again, if it's in your practice, flip your dog all the way over. Left arm reaches towards the front of the mat. And exhale. Left hand comes under. Knee towards belly, chest. Left foot steps forward, swivel your back foot. Vira Bhadrasana 1, warrior 1. Shoulders are square to the front of the mat. Elbows are bent. Lift the heart, chin, and chest as we open up through the collarbones. And then left arm underneath right arm. If you can get the backs of the hands together, left hand grabs right wrist. Elbows are up, shoulders are down. If you need a little bit more, come forward. Elbows hover over the left knee or twist a little to the right and drop that left shoulder inside left knee. Oh, it's a doozy, feels really nice. And then inhale, come on up. Unwind your arms, warrior 2. Swivel your palms up and down. I think I need like 4 more cameras so I don't have to keep rotating. I don't have space for 4 more cameras. Sorry. Reverse warrior. Right hand, hip, down the leg or behind the back. Left palm swivels up and over, and we ease into the pose. Basically, we are revealing the pose with the body we have today. So one of the mistakes us yogis make is that if we practiced yesterday, we assume we're exactly the same. So we may go back into the pose just thinking we know exactly where we are, and that's a problem because we were different. Extended side angle, forearm to knee. Swivel the left palm up so the left hand is awake. Right arm reaches up and over. Once again, we're going to draw the right shoulder, right hip back as we lift the gaze. That left knee presses out towards pinky toe, opening up through the pelvis. Awesome. Exhale, look down to that left big toe. Right hand comes down, left hand comes down, roll onto your right toes, and then we're going to scoot that left heel. And I find, okay, well, maybe my hips are a little bit more open. Then I can scoot the foot forward, drop the hip bone down, so we can ease into that pose again. Elbows down and soften. Maybe the heart and forehead softens. And then we breathe. And it's a check-in. Time to check out the inhalation and exhalation. Adjust them if we need to, so deepen, maybe create a little sound as the breath comes over the vocal cords to tether us to the moment. Engage our focus. One more deep full breath through exhalations. See if you can allow that right hip bone to soften, and to activate that left hip, press that left shin, top of the left foot and knee into the ground. And as you press into the ground, see if you can micro adjust the hips, a little side to side, and then soften the left hip. Hands under shoulders, lift yourself on up. This time drop to your left hip, sweep your right leg around. Take both feet to the floor, take your hands behind you, and just windshield wiper your knees side to side as we massage the hips and maybe soften the lower back. All right. Keep the knees bent, lower all the way to the floor. Hands are by the side body. Maybe your fingers feel your heels. Feet are about hips distance apart. Press the curvature of your back to the floor, so engage your belly as you press down. Lift your tailbone. Lift your mid-back, upper back. Maybe squeeze your shoulder blades together as we move into bridge pose. Hands can be palms up or interlace the fingers as you press your triceps, forearms, and sides of the hands into the ground. Tuck the chin towards the chest, and if you need more space, come onto your tippy toes. 2 deep full breaths here as you feel the length of the spine, openness of the heart. Release your hands. Lower the heels. Very slowly lower the hips down. And once again, let's windshield wiper the knees side to side as we soften lower back. And once the lower back feels pretty good, draw the knees or thighs towards the belly chest. You can open up the legs a little bit for some variation. You can move the knees, or you can come into happy baby, so arms can reach in, grab shins or bottoms of the feet as you bring the ankles up over the knees and separate the feet as you rock a little side to side. This movement is just connection, awareness, foundation, so we can move through the rest of the day and the rest of the week, knowing that we have this capacity to feel rather than think. Not that I'm against thinking, it's just I find that we think way too much and we feel way too little. So we're just balancing out. Nice work, everybody. Shavasana. Last resting pose. You got a couple options. You can use blankets, pillows to support the body, and the knees can be straight, heels can find the corners of the mat, or you can bring the soles of the feet together to open up a little bit more in the groins. If you're managing stress, left hand to heart, right hand to belly, and on your inhalation, allow the belly to expand as it pushes up. Exhale, belly drops. Give yourself a couple of those belly breaths. If your stress is fairly is managed fairly well. Maybe just the palms up as you relax. Give yourself a moment or two here as we enjoy the energetic pattern we've created through practice. In this moment, you are exactly where you need to be. You are who you need to be and where you need to be. No adjustments, no fixing necessary, just presence and rest. Replenish your energetic container. Make sure it's full. And gently start to bring your awareness to your surroundings. Allow your breath to deepen. If you have the time and space to stay here for another 5 minutes, please do that. If your day is waiting for you, gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling your wrists and ankles, and gently rocking your head side to side. Bend the knees, bring the feet to the floor. And once again, drop those knees right and left as you soften lower back. And then draw the knees, thighs towards the belly. A little squeeze. Love who you are, where you are, how you got here. Maybe even love the challenges that you run into, some of your shortcomings. Loving the whole package. Right arm reaches up over your head, roll to your right side. Moment to be here. A reminder that each breath, each moment is an opportunity to start again. And this is one of them. It's like a new body, new moment, chance to recess and move in a way that supports our needs. Pressing your hands into the floor, bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Hands to knees or thighs as you lengthen through torso. A little bit of movement with the head to make sure the neck stays nice and malleable. Big inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth with sound. Hands come together, thumbs towards the heart, and gaze over the fingertips. Thank you guys so much for sharing your afternoon practice. Take care of yourself. Slow down. Make sure you're taking care of your needs so you can take care of those in need. And have a beautiful afternoon. Namaste. Nice work, yogis. Make sure you vote. Love you. Peace. See you soon.